na na na. It's only love in the ladies' room. It's love in the room. It's love in the room. Well, if it's in our loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Don't worry, us. She's safe. You're giving topic to Aruna. Study your place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside, it's love in the room. If you wanna to girl, take care, they bust the files. Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room.
And we're back in the room for today, Tuesday, June 10th. Yep, already 10 days gone in the month of June. Coming in the room, guys, quick and fast, because we got a lot to talk about this morning. Hold on, let me fix this here. It's distracting me. Good. Yeah, so welcome back, everyone. Long weekend for those of us here. With Monday, and I hope you had a good one, whatever you did, however you chose to spend it. There was quite a lot happening, boat rides and brunches and yada yada yada. So I really hope you guys had took some time out to enjoy, and I'm trying to get all right, there we go. So we good on this Tuesday? Yeah, I had to literally keep checking myself to not say Monday. I had to Tuesday. But we could get used to starting the work week on a Tuesday, right? Yeah, it just feels, something about it just feels right. Feel like we could do this on a regular basis. 3-day weekend and start off fresh on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we back at it again. I can get used to it. Anyways, thank you so much, Nirvana Spa and Detox. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance, Western Union, and Pandora. Father's Day is coming up, so I hope you guys will treat your dads. We still have some awesome dads in our midst. And you, of course, if you know that your dad fit that criteria, it's only fair that you recognize him, not by giving him more tools to work hard, more handsaw, whatever, chainsaw, land more, weed whackers, nothing for him to work. A nice fragrance, you can get him a nice piece of jewelry, a watch, chain, something. And of course at Harry Edward Jewelers, I'm sure you can find something for that man who has been constant in your lives, who has been there and never ever ever wavered along the way, always been your strongest supporter. You definitely need to recognize him. All right, but nonetheless, like I said, it's good to be back. We're back on, yes we are. So it's good to be back with you again for, you don't read my comments, you just have enough of me in the room. Terrence, what are you talking about? Had enough of you of what? Anyways, my viewers on YouTube, good morning. If you're on Facebook, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. If you're listening online on Power 95 FM Grenada or on 95.1, 95.3, we thank you so much for choosing us. Could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and for that, we're grateful. So, it's always nice to have you on the live. You get live action. So don't be a stranger. Feel free to join the chat. Come on in. You can click on the Facebook live, or you can click on the YouTube. But I'm going to see it regardless. All right? So come on in and let's do the do. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Rita. Good morning, Queen Bee. How you doing, Linda? Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Jay Laborde, good morning. Terrence Wells, morning pilgrims. Y'all have all kind of names for. Listen, when Sheldon comes here, he calls you all children of the corn. No, Terrence is here with good morning pilgrims. Terrence, speaking of which, where's my mangoes, by the way? Why every year we have to go down in the daughter? Why every year we have to have back and out and confusion? Y'all know that I'm a mango pyong, but I still have to come here literally every mango season and ask for mangoes. And no, I do not want tin or coot or what's the name of it? Yeah, tin mango or coot. Anything else but. All right, so if you have that lap and cut, you can keep that. I don't want that. Julie, Ceylon, peach. I'm not a fan of the big one. Mango Beth, not too big. Paul starch, yeah, anything around that, those thing we can work with that, but kindly refrain from bringing coot mango or tin mango for me. I will not accept it. I thank you. Yeah, so where are we? Kizzy Thomas, happy Tuesday. Shauna, Dakota, good morning. Hey, Valerie, Michelle, DeJohna, you good? Morning, Lisa. Gabby Bernard. You say you could take somebody out of guava, but you can't take the guava out of them. Ask me why my brother sit down on Gabby's step. Was it Sunday? Yes, Sunday. While I'm trying to take my rest. Calling me to show me that they're drinking Hennessy, and after what? That was like after 12 in the day? Listen, according to Limos, when I get big, I want to be just like you. Imagine after 12 in the day, sit down on your porch and your front step, drinking Johnny Walker, Hennessy, one and the two. Must be nice. Must be very nice indeed. Marilyn, yes, I will be, Marilyn. Jackie Douglas, you good? All you good up the road? Hey, Lydia James, good morning. Lydia, you here or you left already? Anything first than the man open his car wash in the botanical garden by the gas station. Go support so I can finish before my Which part by the botanical garden? Oh, by the... Okay. By the gas station, by the... All right. So tell him I need a wash for that advertisement. I thank you. Hey, Kira. Empress J. Grant, good morning. Anyways, hey Marvelyn, Rita, good morning, Rita. And Christelle, Darren, big up yourself, Charmaine, and everybody that's here with us. Welcome, Chantel. You see, I just said you call people children of the corn. Look, you come no morning, old gals. Crody, morning, Debs. Che, you behaving yourself? Anyways, morning, Cam. I was just talking about your wayward son. Morning, my tell your friends you have a car wash or whatever. Tell me telling my friends nothing in your car wash doesn't benefit me. Kevin Charles doing mangoes to make a belly bubble. Kevin, no, mango don't do anything to me. Nothing. Listen, I can sit and eat mango for the entire day. Because growing up, trust me, there were days when the food wasn't running as it's supposed to, and mango was actually a meal. A bowl of mango, that was a meal for a lot of us growing up. So I'm running from that. Hey, Amanda, Martin, mango is Mr. Mango 10 for $5. Wait, who's selling mango? $10 for 5? Nah, man. Nah, man. That's what people, what are you talking about in America and England and them places and Canada? $5 for 10 mango? $10 for 5 mango? I like mango, but I don't think I like it that bad, nah? Sorry. Hey, Chanel. Morning, cuz. Anyways, remove. So you saw the heading, right? Naya, let me start with you. And I can always depend on you, Naya, for the truth. Naya is the kind of friend who tells you the stuff that nobody else will tell you. And a lot of y'all, and let me start with some of y'all artists this morning. Let me get it out of the way so we can talk about straw. Shades August is about this. You pay for that advertisement? Jackie, organize me and then we can organize other things. So yeah. So on the weekend I got a couple tags on video that I think I know this guy face. I'm not I know his face, but I don't know him as an artist. But I'm familiar with his face. Anywho's, I was disturbed from my weekend of rest by a couple of you who tagged me in this particular video that's going around with some guy speaking on, and every year we had this conversation. And let me be brutally honest with some of you, because it seems as though your friends and your family and whoever else, they're not telling y'all the truth. And y'all going out there with this notion that you have the best songs or the best material and nobody wouldn't tell some of you the truth. I'm not going to call no names, but let me just be open and frank with some of you that seem to every year label radio station and this, that, and the other. And not for once will some of you sit and say to yourself, you've been trying for how many years? And nothing isn't happening for you musically. So maybe you should probably step back and do some introspection and say, you know what? Let me see what is the problem here. Why am I not reaching? Why am I not connecting? Because you can't tell me you claim to be an artist for how many years and you can't break through, ain't breaking nothing. You just day every year. And according to you, going to studio and spend money. Now, if I am doing something, because what a lot of us fail to realize, we might like something, but that something does not like us. We might love something, but that something may not love us. Not everything you think is for you is for you. You might have a passion for it, but it does not necessarily make you good at it. So that's why we have to find what we're good at and go that direction. Because you like the notion of, okay, I could be an artist, does not mean you can actually be one if you do not have the necessary tools to make you one. Case in point, some of you are chief cook, bottle washer, producer, MC, mic man, everything in one. Y'all write, y'all record, y'all do everything on your own. No mastering, no quality, no nothing. But some of you are of the notion that once you record something, automatically that means a radio station supposed and must and should and bound to play it. I'm sorry to bust y'all little bubbles or wherever y'all in. That's not how it works. And y'all keep on going on with, oh, there's the one set of, and some of all you hypocrite and y'all just conveniently speak on things, and some of y'all don't call your friends out. I sat down here last year and I deliberately decided to pick artists who I saw the potential in, who may not get the whole heap of airplay, but I saw it and I'm like, let me focus on those new artists. We had Tris, we had Khalifa, we had quite a number of, what's his name, from PBC, what's his name? He also made it to the groovy semis. Anywho's, I made it my duty to bring quite a number of them who you will not necessarily see, on a big stage or out there, and gave them the platform to put themselves out there. And I just want to say how proud I am of Tris to see that he didn't just stop there, but he's actually doing more. He's not just sitting on waiting on airplay, but he's actually doing videos, posting his reels, and promoting his songs. Some of you don't promote a song, y'all don't do nothing but far as you're concerned, once you record a song, it should play, regardless of the lyrics, regardless of the quality, and y'all have this notion because you're not, everybody wasn't big. Wasways wasn't big, didn't start big. Boise didn't start big. Dash didn't start big. They all started somewhere. And because they understood what they were about, they understood their potential to keep every year growing from strength to strength. But some of y'all, every year is the same set of nonsense about something about to do with woman, underneath, below, up above. Some of you start with a song that tell you about a blue stone, then you reach on a red stone, then oh, I see a bird fly over the drain, and then I see a fowl come and fight with another fowl, all over the place. And your friends and family, they are the ones under your post saying, oh yeah, that radio station they're playing. But when you click on your same friends and family, they're not even posting or resharing the link, which a lot of you may have or may not have. They're not even promoting you. But everybody wants to put pressure on radio stations alone. It is a collective effort. And gone are the days when you just sit down and depend on airplay. You have so many other avenues. Some of you don't even have a YouTube channel. Y'all not even reposting it on your own page, your own song that you spend money to produce. You're not even posting and sharing your own song. But you want to cuss and vex with somebody else. Jeremiah. What was his Colorama? What was his Jerrington, yes. So nobody ain't telling some of you that y'all singing a bag of doo-doo. You're afraid to tell all your friends, listen, ask Eli Moss. Where him as a matter of fact. Ask Eli Moss as old and mature he is in the business. If he didn't come to me, and you see, that's the thing about it. Y'all just think y'all just reached. Dash, Riggy, Vaughn, Eli Moss, Randy Isaac. I could call a number of names of artists who are good artists that will still send me their songs before they release it and say, not like they need my opinion or they need me to, for their song to bust or whatever the case might be. Black Adan. They would send me their songs even before it releases and say, hey, Runes, I'm doing that song and listen and tell me what you find, what you feel about it. And I would give them my honest feedback. Good. If it's good, it's good. And if there's something I like and there's something missing, I find you need to do a little, And they would take it and be like, thanks, and go about their business. But some of you barely have a song and y'all can't take criticism. Y'all think because you record it, it's good. Eli Moss, all as Eli Moss is in this game. When Eli Moss came to me with a song a couple of years ago, and I tell Eli Moss, that song ain't cutting it. We want the Eli Moss of jump around, spread around. We want Eli Moss big up. We want Eli Moss, the big wave coming. We want them kind of Eli Moss. I mean, he feel that kind of way because for who know me, when I tell you, not telling you. But he understood where I was coming from. And he did what he was supposed to do. But there's a lot of you who just record a song, no storyline, all over the place, smutty, y'all don't even know how to do a song and say, okay, if you want to do double meaning, how to do it in a way, it's raw as raw could be. And y'all friends will say to y'all, no, that ain't making sense. But because y'all figure I have a name and I have a song, that automatically means I'm supposed to get airplay. Hello? Y'all could bray until the cow come home. If it doesn't meet a certain criteria, it just doesn't. And whatever y'all want to believe, whether, okay, people only playing song, it is a blatant lie. Look at Riggy just the other day, Riggy. There's not a day past and I ain't play a Riggy. Riggy have about 5, 6, 7, 8 songs, and there's not a day that I come here and I don't play at least 2 Riggy. Because it's quality. It's songs that you can relate to. You don't have to duck anytime you hear something. Some of your friends continue to mislead y'all, and then y'all get angry at radio stations. Take some time off. Do some introspection. Do some deep, deep introspection. Listen to your own song and put yourself in the position of somebody as a fan and say to yourself, okay, if I'm somebody, I'm a fan, would I like this? Does this make sense? Would I enjoy this in a fete? Would this make me move in a fete? Some of your song, you don't have lime, you don't have rhyme, you don't have essence, you don't have nothing. But you're making the most amount of noise. And your friends and family would not say to y'all, and those producers who continue to take some of your money would not say to you, my friend, my boss, listen, I know you like the thing and I'm trying it, but it's either we need to get somebody to write for you or we need to try something else. But that ain't making sense. We need to do something else. And until we get honest with ourselves, we will have this conversation every single season. Every year we're going to have this conversation. Every year we're going to have this conversation. Producers, be honest with the artists. Family and friends, be honest with your brother, your sister, whoever it is. Let them listen to it first and be honest. Don't just say, yeah, man, not bad because it's your family or your friend. Be honest with them. And I let them know if you're feeling it or you're not feeling it. Something missing. Not every song is a hit. Not every song touches you. No matter how much you play a song, if people not feeling it, you're not feeling it. You could be on 24-hour rotation. If people not feeling it, they're not feeling it. We can't force people to like what they don't like. Most you can do is just play it. But like I said, at the end of the day, as in everything else, you have to have certain standards and criteria. That is what we are. That is who we are. We stand for it. We lay down by it. And we will not bend to us to suit or accommodate anybody. Y'all can make noise and whatever you all wish to do, it will not change the price of nutmeg. Last I check is still $1 and some cents a pound, dry and wet. So the time y'all taking every year to say this, say that, or the other, work on your craft. Seek help from those who've been in it long, who can give you an advice, who can listen to it and be honest with yourself. Go by Jamo and Jamo and them. Jam's always available. And ask him what is his thoughts. What does this make sense? Not because you could sing mean you could write. And vice versa. If you're good at all, like Vaughn, you can write and you can sing, well, consider yourself extremely blessed. There are very few artists who can actually do that. There are others who require writers. That is what they're called writers. But you want to do everything for yourself and then want to vex with people. Like how? Make it make sense. You have friends not telling you our songs not songing, according to Terrence. The song not songing. Shut up, I'm not Megland. Yes, I'm not Megland. It's not songing. Be honest and stop going under the same post with them complaining and tell them straight up, my friend, you have a point but Carrington, I don't run my mouth on you already. Tell them. Y'all afraid to tell y'all friends that some of these songs is not hitting. It's not touching no part of you. You're not feeling it. It's not connecting. It's missing something. You know, you have to you used to play follow the dots, and you have to connect and make sure some of them dots missing. And if you had the dots missing, you can't connect. But no, everybody's a fight down. Fight down what? Fight down who? For what? You can't even make it yet, but you're talking about people fighting down on radio station, holding down. Holding down who and what? Like, y'all just say anything and have two people giving all your chorus and then you think that is it. What is there to fight down? What are we getting from fighting down? We ain't signed a contract with nobody. Once it's good, it's good. So they just block you? Well then, if they choose not to hear and they want to block, that's totally up to them. You can't You can't force people. You can say you can bring a horse to the water, you can't force it to drink. One blocked me last year, Spice must launch a see unblock me. And then there are some of them, they like Houdini. They only appear around a certain time. After that, when the season done, they gone back or like they behave like bears. They go in hibernation in winter time, and when summer they come outside. And you wonder why some of you are where you are. You see those who are constantly active on the page right around the clock? They would always get love. Some of you disappear for the whole, as soon as Carnival Monday reach, you're gone. Until next year, June around this time, I'll come back again. That is not how you keep your fans. That is not how you build your fans. That is not how you maintain your fans, by appearing and disappearing. Houdini. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like I said, Rome was not built in a day. Everybody didn't start off big. So when you're running Malton or only playing this artist and big artists, those artists work to be big. They worked for where they are. They didn't just start up automatically just getting constant airplay. That's not how it worked for them. That's not how it worked for them. So organize all yourself, eh? And don't tag me no stupidness again, please and thanks. I give all your past couple tags I give all your past this wrong, especially on a weekend. Don't tag me no nonsense, because I'm tired of this conversation. And on top of it, I'm not a DJ. So, anyways, let me talk to all you about this straw now. Because at the end of the day, which is night, no two people can see things the same way or feel the same way. So me can vex with people for feeling what they feel, and you can vex with me for feeling what I feel. But it's not the first time I have problems with Mr. Perry. The only movie that kinda made sense for me from Tyler Perry was I'm not sure if y'all saw the 688 with all the women in the war. I've only watched one, Madea. One. I've never watched the whole thing because it was just annoying to me. So he had Acrimony with Taraji again. That one, same idea. Divorce in Black, same thing. Was it Duplicity? Duplicity, yeah, Duplicity. Another one he had the other day. Who else? Why Did I Get Married? Who again he have? Anyway. But I'm not dismissing the idea of, I think what it is he wanted to really portray, because he has this habit of doing too much, it sometimes get lost, the plot get lost, because he has this thing about him where he puts a lot of stories into one, and then he leaves you to unpack everything, so you're confused. It's never straightforward. It's always different themes in one. Diary of a Mad Black Woman wasn't bad, but again, another black woman. And I understand that, he's black and he wants to portray and highlight, black actors and actresses and what have you. But my gripe with him is, why does he always portray women, black women, when there's all different color women going through what he depicts? But he always seems to show up women, black women, in this light. Like there's no, how come we not see a movie where there's black women that is thriving, doing good and rich and stable family and and according to I saw a post of somebody put the other day, and a clear person going through certain things. How come it's always us looking crazy, looking mad, like we always upset, we always angry, always depressed, always downtrodden? I'm not dismissing that there's a lot of what he showed in Straw happens. There are women going through it on a daily basis, absent fathers, going through it and having to. But there are still stories of women who did that and came out today successful. So how about a movie showing a woman that goes through all of that, but she comes out the victor. She comes out victorious. She comes out of it standing tall. Why you always have to end up have us looking broken and crying and depressed and stressed and Anthony Batiste, nobody's not saying he's not talented. Looks so the straw wasn't strawing. Feel me? Too much happening in one day. He should have called it 24 hours indeed. Yeah, it's like he tried to cram all of our problems into a couple hours. And then they said that he filmed it in what, 4 days? No wonder. Because it's like it's trying to cram all. So we didn't get time to really deal. It was like a wave of emotion hitting you. It didn't give you a chance to really unpack. Okay. Showing up to a dead-end job, getting paid minimum wage, and having to deal with that stress. Plus having a child that's sick you have to take care of. Father not present. You have to do it on your own. Give us one thing to deal with at a time. The bank situation was like, it got me frustrated because I'm frustrated for her because I'm like, okay, she's talking, nobody's listening, nobody's understanding what she's saying. How are you going to a bank and you say to the teller, cash my check, and you pull out a gun and the cashier now, the teller now, start giving you all the money. And you're saying to the teller, you don't want all the money over and over and over, and the teller still, and your child little science project in your bag blinking and is a bomb. How do you sit here telling me that thing makes sense? And after you go through all that, only to realize the child had already died. So it's like the movie back to front. Like, Terrence Otara Perry has a problem with black women. He's trying to tell his mom. As a matter of fact, he did. Let me read what he did an interview where he said this. Let me read what he said. It's like after everything happened in the bank, and then the part I didn't get. So you have Sinbad coming out with having other supporters to come and say how is she named? Freya. Big public demonstration outside to free her. And then she's just taken away and movie done. So they did all of that demonstrating for nothing. No little, hold on. So yeah. So this is his explanation why his films often depict black women facing hardships. Tyler Perry, in responding to long-standing criticism that his films often center on the trauma and hardships faced by black women, in a candid interview with True Love magazine, Perry addressed the backlash saying, "The critics are right. My work does highlight the struggles of black women, and I make no apologies for it. I see it as a service to all people." Not to me, but anyways. "Especially to black women. It's my way of paying homage to the incredible strength and resilience of my mother, my aunt, my sisters, all the women in my life who endured so much and still showed up every day with grace, love, and power. Their stories deserve to be told." Perry's films have sparked debate for years, but he continues to stand firm in his mission to tell raw, emotional, and deeply personal stories rooted in real-life experiences. So, people are still cash checking 2025. Yes, they do. So, I mean, The messages were there, but because it was so convoluted, because it was so much, it kind of went over a lot of people's heads because the focus was on too much going on. And y'all keep calling women, and based on what he said, word strong, y'all calling women strong like it's a compliment. And I saw this and it made a lot of sense to me. Y'all keep calling women strong like it's a compliment. A lot of the times women are strong because that's the only choice. We don't want to show up strong every day. There are some days you want to lean into your femininity. You just want to relax and be cool. And to have your husband, your partner, whatever, say, I've got this, or a family say, I've got this. We don't want to show up strong every day, but that is the option that is available. So people keep saying, oh, women are strong, like it's a compliment. At the end of the day, we don't focus on what make you strong or what broke a person to make them strong. She's not crazy. She's not exhausted. She's not crazy. She's exhausted. She's ignored. She's tired of being everything for everyone and getting nothing back. But I'm reading a lot of the comments, and you know what, really, after I posted my post, but y'all realize I post and I leave you to discuss amongst yourselves. I don't do back and forth. I leave you to do that. And I read some comments, and you know what hit me? And I saw so many defending, him and his style and what have you, and how they felt and how they can relate to it. But what really hit me was a lot of you felt Janaya, but you don't feel your own family, friends, etc. A lot of you cried for her on screen, but you ignore the strong women in real life who's been holding it together with prayers and silently needing a $20 until the next payday. So don't just feel the characters, feel the real ones sitting in your life. Check on the women who always hold it together because she can't anymore. Don't wait until they break to finally say, I didn't know, or she's strong. We all know a Janaya in real life, but we ignore that person in real life, and y'all I'm talking about, oh, y'all cry and bawl down the place because you relate to somebody on screen. But in real life, you have a sister, you have a friend that is a Janaya, you have somebody that you know is struggling with a child that the father is not paying any attention to. And your response is you didn't send them and make child as your business. You're struggling for yourself. But you're crying on screen for what she's going through. But in real life, there is a woman who's holding it together. And when she finally breaks, you didn't know. And why you didn't say something? Why you didn't ask for help? But if you pay attention, you will see that she was asking for help. But the pride and all of that wouldn't let her ask directly and say, can you give me a $20? Or can you give me a bird today? She wouldn't. But if you were really paying attention, you would know that she needs it. So yes, while you're all relating and you're all crying and yada, 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 let's check on the Janayas around us. Those that really need the help in real time, in real life. A lot of y'all felt her, but y'all don't feel your own family and your own friends, etc. Don't let that part go over your heads, because I saw a lot of deep writings and, oh, this is what it meant, and if you don't feel nothing, you this, that, and the other. Gabby says, the minute someone asks for help, all your mouth running. That too. That too. So don't just bawl and cry down the place and come on social media and proud to say, well, I bawl and I cry for her. But you know of somebody that actually needs the help that you could bawl and cry for in real life, and you pay them no mind. She on she own. Kem, if you do, wonderful. But I'm speaking to those who don't at all. Once you do, that's fine. So there's no need to defend it if you do. But for others who don't, sometimes giving doesn't necessarily mean financially. Sometimes you know of a mother who's doing it on her own, and you can say, hey, let me watch your child for you this weekend. Take a break. Take a breather. Let me watch him for a couple hours, you know? Go for a walk. Go do something on your own. I see you struggling. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to financially help. Everybody's struggling. Everybody have their own struggles. You may not be able to help financially, but trust and believe. Just watching that child for an hour or two, giving her a chance to regroup, can do so much more than handing somebody a $20. So we can't just look at it only as and from a financial perspective. From a support perspective, because you can see it on their faces they're tired, especially when you know it's a single mother and the father is not in the picture. Tell her take a break this weekend. I got you. Let me watch Boy Boy for a couple hours. So let me not just stalk the things that looks good on social media and be like, oh, you felt it, and oh, you cry, and oh, you can relate, and oh. Let's actually make that stand out in real life. That's all. If you're doing it, wonderful, awesome, amazing. If you're not, then now is a good time to start. It's nice to feel for strangers, but let's feel for our own. So then you can really relate, especially when you know and you can help. Because you saw how she was asking for help. That is what broke her. From the landlady not listening and threw all her stuff out, to the boss not listening, being treated like crap, and then refusing your pay, to the policeman that tried to run off the road, to the bank tellers who wasn't listening. All of that. So be listening. It says, all jokes aside, people will always have differences of opinion, which is absolutely fine, but the shade some so-called people like to throw just because someone doesn't agree with your opinion on a fictitious movie is crazy. They are the ones that will stab you in your back. Yep. Jacqueline, awesome. Awesome. Like I said, you may not be able to do it all the time, but whenever you can. Whenever you can. Yeah? She knows, so let me be a friend so too now. Chloe, don't stress me. Chloe, good. Chloe deserves to give you more than stress. If you need about 3 more. Anyways, guys, that's about all the time we have. Thank you so much for powering up. And we shall check in tomorrow, same time, same place, for another show. Until then, I shall see you guys same time, same place. Thank you so much, Nirvana, Beacon Insurance, Western Union, and Pandora for making it possible. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Thanks so much for tuning in.